And here we are. We're not anywhere close to getting it done. We've got one side that says, forget about the 3% debt limit that we've always had. Forget about that. And we're having this argument about the size of the bonding bill. I can't remember a time when we've had an argument about whether we ought to exceed the 3% cap for debts. Never in my rather short experience. But I think it is. It's kind of, I think, typical of where this session is going. It is not. I'm not sure. Some of us believe that there isn't going to be a serious budget. I think that Senator Senjum is right, that many of us believe that what's going to happen is they're going to propose, here it is, and the governor will veto it, and they'll say, well, we sent you the budget, we're adjourning, and force on allotments. And I think if they do that, I think that is irresponsible. I think it is gutless. I think it is a clear example that they are willing to try to make a very serious business of balancing the state budget into a political football. And so I was saying, well, we passed our budget, and then we gave it to the governor, and he vetoed it like he always does, and so we just left him to solve his own problem. No, it's the problem of the legislature to balance the budget. They know where the governor is at, and they've got to find a way together to work this out. And they're not doing it. And if they do this, if they say, here it is, take it or leave it, and on a lot, I hope the public will remember that in election time and say, who's responsible for this? Because it will create a huge problem next session. If we think we've got a problem now, if the economy doesn't rebound robustly, which some of us are, we don't know, but it couldn't. It could very well be kind of like we are right now, and then you'd have a much more serious problem. And so I think this sort of, let's take it to an election cycle and play this game in 2008 so we can get prepared for an election in the fall and forget about what happens next year, I think is just absolutely irresponsible. So I hope they don't do it, but many of us believe they will.